How's it going, everybody? Josh here from Stonefly Fish, and we're back with another tying tutorial. As you can see, I've been on a bit of a bead kick, and today will be no different. We're tying up a little stonefly utilizing some spawn Simi seal in that UV black blue, and it is a must. Follow along, and I hope you enjoy it. Alrighty, in the vise we have an Ahrex NS115 size number 6 in a gritty tungsten bead in blue grit in 3/16. So to start things off, we're going to take some lead-free wire wrap in 0.030, and we're going to do 8 wraps. 5, 6, and we will snug that in right behind that bead. Make sure those ends are pushed down. If you got a wire cutting scissor, this is a perfect opportunity for it. Otherwise, you can use your fingernails like I just did. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some Danville 210 in blue. This is live on our website, new color for us, and we are going to do some 45-degree angle wraps and then bring it right down the middle, locking that into place. Perfect. Alright, then we are going to trim off that tag end. I'm going to resituate that just a hair, and we are good now that the foundation is set for this. So now what we're going to do is we have some pre-done beads here. We've been a little bit on a bead kick on some gross little patterns. This is going to be no different. So I want that to extend out just a bit here, and you will see why here in a second. This is going to be an attractor for coastal cutthroat here in Washington State. We're going to loop that. And then what we're going to do, we have a little gap here, so we're going to trim it just before so that we get a smooth transition into that lead-free wire. Not to be perfect, but you want that to be a bit of a smooth transition there, and that works pretty good. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some Goose buyouts in black, and we're going to tie one on either side. So what I want here is I want this this bead to stick out just past the Goose buyouts. So these are going to tie in near the end. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to create a little bit of a bump. So these push out. If you've seen Pete tie, he does this. Really good technique to make sure these things kind of splay out to the side here. So we're going to bring that in. Like so. And then we're going to bring a second. And when I was picking these, I made sure to pick some of the bigger ones I could find, just so they really stick out. We're crossing these over each other. So what you're going to end up with is just like that. That's pretty good. And the bead just sticks out a little bit past that. Alright, then we're going to work our thread back just behind. Don't tighten down too much. And then we're going to take some micro Flexi Squishchenille in black from Hairline in size small. Or this is micro, sorry, not size small. If you tie this bigger, you will want that small size, but this is going to be perfect for what we're doing here. Alrighty. Then we're going to work our thread up to about there. Then we are going to simply wrap this up, covering up all that blue thread. This is a really nice buggy chenille, and it has a ton of possibilities here. Bunch of different sizes. All right, we're gonna tie that off and trim off our tag end. This is a very simple little stonefly. Very cool though. Not, I mean, maybe you could call it a stonefly. Little elements of a stone, elements of a streamer. Alrighty. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of the Spawn Simi Seal in black blue. As many of you guys know, we revamped this color, give it some more flair, and it is irresistible. It should be a must in everybody's arsenal. And we are going to dub our thread here. We are going to work just behind the bead. Keep it nice, tightly dubbed. And we're going to go right to that Squishchenille. And then we're going to bring it forward, creating a bit of a taper here. We want this thing nice and bushy. Alrighty, that should do it here. Pull off, but just get that last couple wraps. Sweet. Now we only have one more element to this fly, and it is a really cool Kingfisher blue Grizzly dyed hen saddle feather. And we are going to just tie in a really nice little collar here, and this thing will be ready for action. This is a 6mm bead. We have many different options, and then we're just taking some mono and burning the end so it holds it in place there. Similar concept to the butt sucking leech. Alrighty, trim off that tag end and just clean it up a little bit. This is a pretty fly, so might as well make it nice. Alrighty, get that thing to turn. There's one fiber that's not willing to play, and then we're just gonna go for a wrap and a half, 2 wraps if we can get it. Perfect, almost. It's a simple fly, so might as well do it right, especially when we're tying it on camera for you guys. Alright, looks good. Got 2 wraps in there, plenty of movement going to be created with this hen saddle. Couple wraps in front, couple wraps behind, and we're going to trim that out. Perfect. You can moisten your fingers just a bit to clean this up. So far, so good. Got a little one on my end that you can't see, but I can see, so I'm going to go in and clean that up before I add the head cement. Alrighty, I am going to now whip finish, and this pattern is complete. Really easy one for you guys today. Really hope you guys enjoy this. I am on a bit of a bead kick, utilizing them in ways that they maybe not intended to, but that's all part of the fun and tying. And then I'm going to come in here, and I want that Simi Seal to really kind of fan out into that butt section of this fly. So I'm just going to go in there with some dubbing brush action, and I'm just going to brush this out. I'm not going to go crazy, but I do want some of that UV blue to come through, some of that blue flash to come through, and that is it. Pretty simple one, really cool little fly. Works especially well for coastal cutthroat out here in our rivers. If you like this, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.